Whew, wow, wow, wow. What a day this has been, and what a day it's gonna be. Today, I believe, might be the day the game crash has come, and I'm about to tell you why. But first off, I want to welcome everybody to part 2 of Destiny 2 The Final Shape, Episode 3, Heresy, Act 3. This is Jaden X1. For over the past 3, 4 days now, I've been getting all sorts of information. Starting with the news of the day posts from Doomslayer about, oh my goodness. I think I've already covered that yesterday, but why not just say it again? Snow White the movie. Snow White the movie who's been banned worldwide on every movie theater there is. Why? Because of the stuff that might be in it that causes all theaters to not to not receive that particular movie. And depending on what the remake version of Snow White actually looks like compared to the 90s version of the Disney classic movie Snow White, the 90s version may be better than the remake, because whatever they put on that remake is the reason why you're probably not going to see Snow White in theaters. And that's sad, coming from me. And possibly a few others too. So, based on what Doomslayer told me yesterday during the Division stream, it was, how do I put it? Disastrous? Disastrous, I think, is the right word for it. And that disaster doesn't end there. The latest info from JP that I got for the last 2 days is Ubisoft related. And not only that, it may involve the whole gaming world, and gaming included as we know it. I'm receiving word from JP before I just started streaming part 2 of Destiny is that as everybody already knows, that April 2nd is the day Trump will put up how much tariffs that they're going to put on, for example, Canada and Spain, China, basically China and Canada, as far as I know. And we're also a few days away from the TikTok shutdown. So I don't know if all of this is connected or not, but it may gonna get us all in some type of depression that would put the pressure on us so much as so that would cause us to go absolutely crazy, bonkers to say the least. And this is scary times. These are scary times indeed. Oh, and Mexico. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, as you guys just noticed, I kind of put the display comment section back on the TV screen. So that well, I'm gonna tell you as my very good and trusted friend JP told me. I really do hope you have still your old system like the PS3, the PS4, Nintendo 3DS, or Nintendo Switch 1, as well as all the retro games, all the current games that made gaming fun to what it was a couple of years ago. I really don't. I really don't. Wow. I really hope you still have your old games. I really do hope you do, because if you don't, you're in for the biggest gaming depression there was since JP, help me out here. You'll be in the biggest gaming depression since blank. I'll just leave it out there for somebody to guess that, or for JP to give me an answer. But that's what we're more than likely going to end up being, because now, today, Trump announces the amount of tariffs that they're going to put on, and possibly it may going to be 25% of the tariffs that's going to be announced to other countries, including other states, including the three that I just named: Mexico, Canada, and China. But what I since the early 80s, that tells you something. Early 80s. Do you know how golden, how good we had it, gaming in general, when we enjoyed the games that we enjoyed most, like Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Sega Saturn, Game Boy Advance, all the systems that we used to have, all the systems that we used to play, that we used to enjoy. Now that we are in the year 2025 and everything is about to crash in this country as we know it, unless if Trump pulls a rabbit out of the hat and steer us away from that direction, because depending on the deal that he's trying to make with China to cut the tariffs down in order for him to gain TikTok, TikTok, an app which is related to the parent company of what is it, Byte or Pike or something like that. Correction, mid-70s. Oof, that's even worse. That's even worse. Since the mid-70s, that's even worse. So it's already worse enough that the games are already tad bit in the middle line of expensive when it comes to the games that we want, especially now that Nintendo Switch 2 is pretty much coming out sometime in the next year or a couple of days from now, because based on what I've seen on a little bit of the Nintendo Direct, the 007 project, the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, I believe, is what's coming out, and it's coming out winter, along with heavy hitters like Donkey Kong Bonanza, Elden Ring, as well as all the Metroid Prime, and this odd looking game that I saw for Nintendo Switch 2, Dusk Bloods. That sounded like the name of a gang. Yeah, that sounded like the name of a gang member or something, or like a group, or like a cult or something like that. The Dusk Bloods. The heck, that really does sound like the name of a of a gang. Oh, Lord help us. We are experiencing the game crash as we know it. But that doesn't mean it's the end. Not yet, anyway. All I can tell you is that if you have any old systems that you have in storage, any old games that you haven't traded yet, the systems itself, if I were you guys, I'd take the dust off of them. I mean, completely off. Blow dry them if you have to, and start getting back to our roots as to how gaming was fun. Because now now that the tariffs are going to hit sometime today, 25, 25% of tariffs, to other states, including, oh man, this really is depressing. We're about to be in a depressive state since the mid 70s. Even JP just mentioned it. Mid 70s. That's ridiculous. I doubt our esteemed president, retro games are going to make a comeback. Oh, they are going to make a comeback. The retro, matter of fact, if I were to be game, what's the name of that store Phaser used to take me to a couple of years back? Phaser was one of my best friends back in high school, and he used to take me to this place called not GameCube, but it's some type of game store where all the retro games are at. JP, you might recognize it, and if you do, please remind me because I forgot the name of that store. It was a store where all the retro games were at, all the retro systems were at. If those stores are actually going to make a comeback as well when it comes to retro games, retro systems. That's pretty much going to be rebought and replayed. Dang, this is really before streaming existed. For real, for real. Back to those days with Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. Man, those days, streaming never existed back then. And if it did, y'all would have been treated to one of the most legendary gameplays of all time. From Sonic to Ninja Gaiden to Ninja to Street Fighter to Streets of Rage. Yo. Pandora's Cube. That was the one. I remember Phaser took me to this store which is called Pandora's Cube, and I forgot what place it was, but we took the train from his crib to the train to Pandora's Cube, and we looked around, and it feels like I'm in gaming heaven or something, because there was a lot of Game Boy Advance, a lot of Super Nintendos, a lot of Sega Genesis games that you couldn't possibly imagine. I mean, I didn't pay attention for sure if they did have like a Dreamcast system that's in there, and I think that they do have it. Man, Pandora's Cube would have been rich by now. Matter of fact, Pandora's Cube is about to be rich. Because once these tariffs hit, we're more than likely going to make up our minds as to whether or not if we're gonna strike back by College Pike. I wonder if that store is still open. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if that store is still open. Cause now if I ever find out where that is, and if there's a train station not too far from College Pike, I'm gonna make my way up there. I'm probably gonna make a video out of that, and I would say to the store owner of Pandora's Cube, as well as far as I know, Blockbuster, which I heard they're making a comeback as well. I heard Game Informer is coming back. It feels like the 90s are slowly resurrecting, because Game Informer is supposed to make a return. Blockbuster videos are supposed to reopen their stores and make a comeback as well. And now Pandora's Cube is about to make a killing. I'm telling you. JP, I'm telling you. Pandora's Cube, as well as other retro stores, they're gonna make a comeback for sure. Where the heck am I going? All right. They're more than likely gonna make a comeback for sure. Oh, College Park. College Park. Okay. Well, either or, man. It's those retro stores are gonna make a comeback. All the '90s stores and Pandora's Cube, they're gonna make a comeback for sure. And I know I kept repeating it, but the reason why I be repeating it is because we're heading back slowly into that era, the era of the '90s. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I can't stress this enough as to how much we're about to dive into the game crash depression. That's pretty much a new name for it. The game crash depression. Unfortunately, that store has been closed for 4 years. Daggone it. Well, if the store owner finds out, they're more than likely going to open their stores up anyway. I mean, Blockbuster is already making a comeback, JP, and also Blockbuster, as well as other stores included, they are definitely going to make a comeback for sure. They are so gonna make a comeback. This hardly feels like a glitch. Ascended challenges. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Yeah, oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, you boogeyman piece of garbage. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Now, where's the other guy? Uh-oh. Well, this just keeps getting better. Yeah, so far I'm the mightiest Titan here. Return to the Hall of Souls. So, if you were to return to the game that you would want to play most, what would be the OG game you would want to return to? Ooh. This looks fun. If anything, I would return to Splinter Cell Blacklist. If they have it for the P5. No, if they were to, if the PS5 were to allow us to play it on our well, just so long as they would allow us. I'll just say that. Uh-oh. Ah, you piece of garbage! Resistance series on the PS3. Man, it's either gonna be, for me, either Splinter Cell Blacklist for the PlayStation 3, or, well, what's that game called? Maybe, Kingdom Hearts for the PS4. For those of y'all that are about to tease me about PS4, don't tease me. I have a soft spot for Kingdom Hearts for a good reason. I used to fall in love with the commercial of Kingdom Hearts since I first heard about it. Disney characters coming together in Kingdom Hearts. You even get to explore their worlds. Yeah, that's a classic for me. Oh, the crystals. I have Splinter Cell Blacklist on Xbox and PC. Lucky. Uh-oh. Wow, I think we done glitched the mess out of this. I think we done glitched the mess out of this game. And I was just having a good time picking up and killing and killing and killing. All the taking and hive and falling and falling. Oh wow, this is glitched too. Hmm. Hmm? A blight. What? Wow. General of the Dread. All right.
belongs to those who take it.
Dang! And our behind's destroyed. Probably gonna regret doing that. Let's see how much I got on the quests. I don't know how far I've gotten on the quests. Ooh, looks like I got 91. Hey, I'll be right back. All right, so I had to get the door for my sister, but also, let's see what we got. What other quests did I accomplish so far? To deal final blows. Hmm. That victory dance garbage. I would probably go for the neither.
Your paracausal will has buried entire armies. What if they kneeled instead?
I'll be. Hold on. Looks like something has come up, and I have to be off by 7. So hopefully I'll get one of the quests done by then. Really? That's all they... Ooh! First you're gonna beam me. An unparalleled race against time.
Power belongs to those who take it.
Aw, you little jerk. What? Oh, wow. Well, that was almost a mess. Who the? Dark Harbinger. Okay. Oh. What the heck, man? Well, that's some garbage.
Power belongs to those who take it.
Oh, wow. I should have just tried to block instead. Uh-oh.
Power belongs to those who take it.
Ah, nice. You can deflect those blasted things right back. Which means I'm practically going to enjoy this.
A transaction to make, Guardian?
When was the last time
I think
you
I
could
have
remember
something
we
you
were
will
at
like.
peace?
Let's find out. Yes, Guardian, by all means. Let's get started.
I can fix this.
I never get tired of that Iron Banner song.
Checking. Please, Guardian. It's busy. Transfer. Transfer. Bye.
Sure. Rhythmic physical expressions won't win a fight, but they feel good. And feeling good is better than not.
Bad rattle. Very bad.
Yeah, I don't think I can even unlock it yet. So it looks like I'm nearly there on one of the quests that I need to do. Only a few more steps towards the banger of a finale for Act 3. Ain't this quite the pressure cooker?
Your paracausal will has buried entire armies. What if they kneeled instead?
I'm sorry, did we break the game again? Oh, come on. Daggone. Broke the game. I mean, come on, give me something to play.
Those here are willing sacrifices. Use your budding power to grant them new shapes.
I forgot I muted myself, and I was saying how the heck did I miss that shot? All right.
Grow in strength and knowledge.
Yeah, okay. Again with this garbage. Oh my gosh. Thought I would have this done, but it looked like I couldn't even budge that even an inch. All right. That's all the time I got anyway. I have to get off for emergency reasons. It appears I have a separate appointment with another buddy of mine. But that's going to conclude it for tonight. I will pick up where I left off with this tomorrow. We are so very close into getting one of the quests done. Hopefully we can get both done on the next stream. JP the Dude, is always good to see you. I'll be sure to take out, not to take out, I'll be sure to look at the updated news that you already about to send. And to everyone else who's watching this video, thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the next stream. For until then, this is Jaden X1 telling you to keep it locked right here on YouTube. And I will see you on the battlefield next time. Have a blessed day, everybody, and have a good night. Take care.